Hey, we get some more update news today. March 24 weekly update. We should get the news on those Guardian events and stuff. Yeah, it looks like right down here. In the letter we released to Smilegate RPG last week, we communicated some upcoming adjustments to honing materials, new events, and the start of competitive Proving Grounds Season 1. These all arrive in the next week's update, releasing on March 24. Downtime will be at 12 a.m. Pacific time, and we expect downtime of 8 hours. Spotlight. Casual Guardian Raid event. Enjoy Guardian Raids in a more casual raid. Relax, play, and get honing rewards. Scale of balance is applied to change the character's stats to match the Guardian's level, and the difficulty is adjusted according to the number of participants in the raid. Players will be able to challenge Helgaia, Frost Helgaia, Lumeris, Urnil, Virtus, Chromanium, Nacrocina, Dark Lagoros, Icy Lagoros, Calventus, and Levanos. This event will last for roughly a month, and players with item level 250 or above will be able to participate. Let's see here. Similar to the Grand Prix, you can enter once a day per roster and earn event-specific coins to spend on rewards at a new vendor. Now, see, this is one thing I'm not enjoying that they're doing with the events, is this once per day per roster thing. I understand the reward side of it and keeping that in check, but it's like, just why can't you just let people do it more than once for fun if it's fun and it's like you don't get a bunch of extra rewards? Maybe you just get some silver or something, like, or whatever for doing more runs. But you know, like the adding side fun stuff is cool, but like, you know, we need some stuff that is more fun, that is, you know, something you can do more consistently instead of just once per day per roster. You know, it's still nice to get it though. Completing the raid during the week will grant 200 coins, and a weekend win will grant 300 coins. This vendor can be found in major cities beside the entrance to this new activity, and will be fully stocked with tier 1, 2, and 3 honing material chests, metallurgy and tailoring books. Yeah, those are the things used to increase the rates. And a T3 gem chest available to be nabbed every week until the event ends. Okay, yeah, that's nice. But again, just, you know, the things that are more casual and fun, I want to be able to do more of that, right? And so, like, just, you know, it'd be nice if they found a way to be able to do them more than one time per day without, you know, having to, right, be able to get, like, all the rewards and stuff or whatever. But even there, it's kind of almost doesn't matter, right? If being able to claim the rewards from the vendor is limited, like, why does it even matter if people could build up too much of the currency, because the currency is only usable there, and that is limited what you can purchase out of it anyway. I know, just kind of my thoughts on it. It'd be nice to be able to do some stuff like that more consistently. Competitive Proving Ground Season 1, and here's one where you can, right, spam it all you want and do a bunch of it. Competitive Proving Ground Season 1 will begin after the March 24 downtime for the weekly update. Players will be able to queue solo for the team deathmatch mode, battling each other for prestige and rewards as you win or lose. Yeah, of course, that's the way matches work. Your rank is determined by your score. If you're eager for more details before the update, please. Yeah, okay, so this was the video earlier today, has more of the details on this. Player gifts, again, letting us know we are going to get that, you know, gift pack that the Korean players got, which honestly, I think this might be because there was some backlash from people that follow the game heavily and were upset. The Korean players were getting like rewards for the success over here, and like, well, shouldn't those be for us then? And so here we go. Now we get them, even though it includes, I mentioned last time, it includes some stuff that we won't even be able to use yet because we don't have them in our versions of the game yet. They come down the line. Yeah, players in Korea received gifts to the Western launch of the game, and we wanted everyone to be included. We're so grateful all of you have joined and start this adventure, and we're excited about the long future ahead. And gift details, right? The animal skin selection pass, the Makoko pet selection chest, the Makoko board selection, Lost Ark United structure, appearance change ticket, peons, Menelix tome, legendary card pack selection chests. Well, we've decided to hold off on, okay, so they changed this. Originally there was going to be this. We've decided to hold off on the jukebox songs announced last week, as that content has not yet made its way to the Western version of Lost Ark. Alongside the items listed above, we're excited to announce an additional gift for players focused on honing. Nice. When opening each chest, players can choose between the options listed below it. And we got Leapstone selection chest. This is a bit to go through. Obviously, I'll link this if you're curious about going through all those, or we can even hold it there for a second so you can pause it and look. These gifts will show up in your product inventory after the weekly update. Players who join us in the near future will also be granted these gifts on their first login, and will communicate the end date when it begins to draw near. Thanks again for joining us at the start of the adventure. And then we get a bunch of stuff on general updates and bug fixes. Let's see what they added: the tailoring books and metallurgy things to the weekly reward table. This is for the Grand Prix. Increased quantities of weekly hunting materials to ensure players are rewarded for participation. Nice. Increased coins earned to make purchasing the new items and snagging the rewards you want easier. That's good. New fraud and bot prevention system. We are continuing to listen to player concerns and take a hard stance against bots. In this update, we've included a new prevention system to crack down on bots and fraudulent purchases. Players who have a Steam account in good standing and have met the small purchase requirement needed to use Steam social systems shouldn't be impacted. Players who have not met this trusted status through Steam or Lost Ark will have reduced access to a small number of social and economic systems. Specifically, these accounts will have smaller daily Steam purchase limits than trusted players and be prevented from initiating player-to-player trades. Requests can still be received, sending in-game gifts, exchanging royal crystals for gold, sending in-game mail with attachments. Man, I understand the drive to work on this, but this is also going to sound like not that great to some people, right? Because it says, how do you get the trusted status, right? They said players who have a Steam account in good standing and have met the small purchase requirement needed. What is the small purchase requirement? Right? That's the part I don't understand. It can be bad for people that are lower income and specifically enjoying this game because it's supposed to be free to play, and now they're gonna, so it's a bummer that bots cause that much of an issue. Our goal is for players who will always enjoy their time in Lost Ark, safe from users engaging in fraudulent purchases or the negative impact bots have on both the economy and player experience. The only dangers in Acacia should be demonic hordes, voracious wildlife, and colossal guardians. We strive to remain flexible and transparent, listen to feedback, and create the best experience possible. Please remember that real money transactions, such as buying or selling gold or other in-game items, to players or on secondary marketplaces is prohibited under the Code of Conduct and will result in disciplinary action. And they made more improvements to the anti-cheat programs. Hopefully that doesn't cause more problems. You know how everyone feels about the anti-cheat programs. That, we understand why they're there, but they also cause some problems sometimes. They also just generally make a game load super slow and all kinds of fun stuff. Messaging updates. Added clearer messaging on failed purchases. Updated and improved localization and in-game transactions. Bug fixes. What do we get for bugs? Fixed an issue that allowed players to accept the quest off to the races without being level 50. Fixed voice chat related issues in the South America region. All right. Fixed an issue that could cause Adventure Island rewards to only be claimable once during the weekend. I did not experience that one before. Fixed an issue with the World Boss achievement. Players that earned this achievement previously will now see it completed. All right, cool. Well, decent list of changes and updates and stuff going on in here. Again, I'm still I'm waiting for the roadmap. Hopefully, we'll get some addressing of when we get the improvement to the honing rates. When we get that roadmap finally, I'm a bit of a broken record, but I think the honing rates matter more than giving me events that I can do once a day to get more rewards, like for materials, which is fantastic. But when the rates are as bad as they are for trying to get in, and so here's my issue, right, is they themselves are the ones that called all the other content prologue to the stuff that they are gating us from with these rates that they know are bad, and they have the data, and I've seen the graphs from their own events showing that they know that this getting to 1370 is a problem, and it's why they did a lot of the honing changes before. Yes, it's also down the line, right, and helps the new players catch up to people who have been doing it for a while. But I've also seen the graphs where they specifically hone in on that trying to get up to like once you get to around 1340, and then trying to close that gap to 1370 to then get access to the raids and the better sets of gear and stuff is a terrible experience, and they know it is, and they are like brushing past it, even though it's a very hot topic on the forum, and it definitely was mentioned plenty in their thread where they asked for feedback on the honing stuff, and just hush. So hopefully when we get the the roadmap, hopefully when we get that roadmap. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you very much to the Patreon people and the YouTube members. I really appreciate you guys' support. See you guys in the next video.